Yo, my battery low, but I'ma just go and talk on the mic right here. If y'all hear me, y'all hear me. If y'all don't, y'all don't.
You feel me?
Nah, that don't make sense.
You need to become a bad person to become successful. What do I mean by that? I know your head's instantly going to a bad person. Ugh. And trust me, I used to be just like you, but like, hear me out. What is a
I don't think the title should be why you need to become a bad person for success, but you bad people could also be successful. Could be and successful could be like content with a situation, I guess, if that makes sense. Like bad people could also get to the money, and good and bad is also subjective.
good person in society, right? With some things that we see across media when we hear about a good person, even in your own life when you think of a good person, what's some qualities that a good person has? One of the first things I can think when thinking about a good person that comes to mind is putting others before yourselves. In movies, heroes, you feel me? Local legends, etc. The thing that makes them stand out amongst everybody else, like Superman, is how he is so selfless and he's there for everybody else. So far to the point, even a Peter Parker, they're so there for everybody, so far to the point that they're not there for the person that matters the most, which is themselves and or their family, right? We see this countless times again. And what ends up happening, we praise and clap for those people, right? Society, at least in these movies, and even in real life, society prays and claps for these people that that puts others before themselves, right? And it gives them a round of applause and gives them the title known as a good person, right? And we're taught in movies.
Um, yeah, I guess the times have changed because people could go and look at a person like that and be like, "Oh, that nigga not standing on business." You feel me? I feel like there's a lot of times where people have done that, and it's like, bro, that person not standing on business. People could go and view it as that person not standing on business. You know what I'm saying?
That these good people, right? These good people that put others before themselves, these good people that literally neglect their selves, neglect their families, and literally choose what everybody else wants. We're shown in movies and media, etc., and stories that these good people are eventually rewarded. But we know this is not true because there's so many good people like my mom. There's so many good people like maybe your parents. There's so many good people like that random old lady you see working at Walmart. There's so many good people who do good, who do the quote unquote right thing to do all the time, but they somehow never get a big break. They somehow end up broke, dying with a bunch of bills, dying in debt. They
Type
somehow
shit.
can't find a job after college.
Type shit.
They somehow can't get that record deal you've been looking for.
Type shit.
They somehow can't
That's
get that
crazy.
viral video you've been looking for, or you're
And it's like I feel like what's really praised is efficiency more than the fact that they did that selfless act. Yeah, people could go and do that selfless act, but people aren't putting aside that thing that they're trying to go and do. I know a bunch of people with a bunch of talent inside spaces, let's say like battle rap. Niggas be rapping their ass off, but they're afraid to go and make moves to go and make themselves a rapper, like mainstream wise. Some people don't even want to be in that field. But I'm saying I know a bunch of people where they could go and do creative things, but they just don't go and make that move. I feel like with those people that are good, and you see them everywhere, people that are just good people, and you don't know these people, you go and say that, oh, they could be doing this, they could be doing that, and they could be. But off of what you see, seem like good, decent people. But you don't see them catching a break. You know, I feel like it all comes down with the decisions you make. And that's what I'm going that's what goes back to me saying. I feel like this don't have to be you have to be a bad person for success, but anybody could be successful. Anybody, good, bad, anybody could be successful. So, whatever you feel like you need to go and be for that, shouldn't be, but you should just put your work towards you doing what you should do. Like, you should just be efficient in what you're doing. A lot of people think that they have to go and be something for that thing to happen. And I think you really just got to go and do the work and do the best of what you can for that work. And if you really want to be someone for that work, if that makes sense. Like, be efficient. You know, a lot of people do that, where they do good intentions for the reward of something coming back in them return. And I don't know, but what I would say is that it's not like you have to be a bad person for success. You have to be selfish and shit like that. There are people that put others, uh, I don't even want to say that as a good thing too. Oh, I'm not gonna hold you, because if you put yourself second place, a lot of the times it's gonna be hard for you to catch your break. I want to go and say that you being efficient with what you're doing is gonna go and make you go and get the benefits that you're reaping, because at the field, you're showing up every single day rather than you not doing anything. Because there's bad people that ain't successful too. You know, people is people, good and bad. People could go and anybody could go and make success. You just have to show up for the work for it type shit.
Drop on go crazy, etc. But you're such a good person, right? So I say to you again, what do you think a good person is? Because more times than not, if you don't consciously make an effort to psycho engineer yourself and see what's going on in your mind, then you're just gonna go to your default, which is more than likely whatever you've been programmed by the system. And if you go based off what you've been programmed by the system,
Type
by
shit.
school, by TV, etc., then more than likely you won't have the tools needed to get you to where you want to go, because this system and these programs are not made to help you succeed and grow as a person, but to stay within the confines of it, right? So with that, that's what a good person is, right? Now in the movies, let's look at like a bad person. Who's a quote unquote bad person? I don't know, like Eric Killmonger off Black Panther.
Black Panther.
I just tripped really. Anyways, Eric Killmonger off Black Panther was the guy who was aggressive. He was rude, but he was also very, very selfish. He did what he wanted to do and what he felt was right for the nation of Wakanda over what was right in helping the rest of the world. He said, no, let's help our oppressed people. Let's help us first, and then we'll focus on everybody else. And what was his outcome in the movie? He died, right? So they teach us in media that the
Damn, spoiler alert. Now let me stop.
good people who put everybody above themselves end up being successful in the end, in that they, you know what I'm saying, they live a good life. And the bad people who put themselves first and don't choose what everybody else wants and instead focuses on themselves and what's best for them end up dead, or they're
I think it's just a mindset that I don't think when people make them movies they're trying to go and push something, but when people see them movies, people are all like, good does beat bad, because a lot of people are like, what's this purpose for? To go and do something good, and it's just treated as, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like to live in a world versus good, I mean, in good versus bad, and good could mean a lot of things. I don't want to say good is, like for me, I don't want to say good is just me always putting myself before other people, you know? Someone could go and see you putting yourself before other people as selfish in a negative connotation, but I see that in a good type of way. Well, selfish is always bad. Nigga, I feel like you putting yourself first in situations can lead to good things. Because a lot of the times, people could go and put themselves second place, and someone could go and look at that and be like, bro, why didn't you focus on yourself, bro? Not only did you put yourself in this position, but look at all the other people that counted on you to go and be in a position, and you didn't, because you wanted to go and put yourself second place. You feel me? I feel like good and bad is subjective, yes, but I forgot what I was trying to go and get to. Hold on.
else wants, and instead
Oh yeah, Killmonger. So when it comes towards what the movies are trying to go and portray, I feel like the people want to go and see those things, if that makes sense. Like they're not just making it and then people are like, I don't know, getting accustomed to it. I feel like now that the time we're in, we're understanding of how much it means to go and put yourself first. You know, people are seeing like the things behind the people that are so like portrayed as like evil characters. Because a lot of people are now looking for what's the truth in things. What's the thing that makes me efficient towards my goal? I feel like there's a lot of people that are going through things that are like, fuck, man, what makes me go towards my goal? You know? And people could go and see that as a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. And I don't think also that even if someone sees something as someone tries to go and make something as a good thing, or even someone accepts it as a bad thing, it matters simply because there's good and bad people that succeed. You know, if someone says, "Oh, I'm doing a bad thing," or someone says, "Hey, look, that's a good thing." What matters is you showing up to work and putting every single rep that you can to go and make yourself better. You know, because a lot of these good people that you be seeing don't make that decision. A lot of these creative people, the people that be making the hardest music, bro, don't be dropping, bro, because they be overthinking, bro. I gotta. That's gotta be a reminder to myself too, cause like I be overthinking sometimes when it comes towards like things that I just gotta go and do in the day, and it's like stop overthinking, man. I think he Virgo made a video on this too, that too.
focuses on themselves and what's best for them, end up dead or they're bad or they're social outcasts. That's the mind program that we've been given. So with that stark contrast of a good person and a bad person, that teaches people's minds to feel like you need to be a quote unquote good person, not only to become successful in life, and because it's, you know what I'm saying, the right thing to do, but because that is what's socially acceptable, right? So I'm saying that to say I see a lot of people, a lot of people who want to be good people. I think we all at our
Bro, I love rocking that Michael Jackson.
core
I've been seeing him wear that for a minute now.
want to be quote unquote good
No flame, no flame.
people that are good, not shit human beings. But what ends up happening is people end up choosing others over themselves and putting a bunch of things before themselves in the name of wanting to be a good person. And this is one of the sole reasons why people can't find success today.
And live with resentment and turn cranky. A lot of people that go and live have to go and bear that resentment, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of you question why that old nigga so cranky and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, dealing with regret, resentment, a lot of that shit, bro, is heavy, bro. I feel like you gotta go and make due time out of any time, bro. Instead of sitting down thinking, what if? I don't give a fuck what stage you are in your life. You just gotta make do of the time you in right now, because that's all that matters now. You know? I mean, the past also matters, and I'd say even the future, but like, what you can go and control is now.
Look, my camera just died and I just ran through like 2 half charge
Yo, my camera died too, bro.
battery
Bro, I
pack,
ain't
so
got
let me hurry
time.
and finish this. Listen,
I
bad
gotta
people are
finish this.
successful because they choose themselves.
Gotta be efficient, man.
This is why actual bad people in real life are way more successful than you, because they actually choose themselves in real lives. And even the good people like the Kendrick Lamars, the J. Cole's, etc., those people had to be selfish to a degree to get to where they wanted to go. They had to have certain bad person qualities to find that success and leave everybody else behind where everybody
I don't
else
even
wanted.
see
So
it
my
as
message
bad
for
at
you
times,
today, my
bro.
daily message from Virgo, is to become a bad person, quote unquote. Don't be a shit person, but be a bad
He
person so you
said,
can
quote
get what you want and stop giving others what they want. With that though, I'm Virgo. Go check out my commentary channel. Link is in the pinned comment. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see you on the next one.
That's not a bad video. I feel like that last message to be a bad person, quote unquote, A lot of people see bad person as this, that, this, that. I believe the message was said though. I believe the message was understood. Like quote unquote as in put yourself before others. Not to the point that it's going to go and harm others, impede on others. I don't know if that makes sense. Like there's levels to it. I don't even know if it's supposed to be to the fullest extent. I don't got all the answers, but what I do know is that putting yourself before others is going to go and help not only yourself but others. Trust. But I'd say come in with a intention towards your show up for work. If you want to be successful, show up for work. I don't want to have a conversation on what's good and what's bad because everyone has different answers. And that'll be a whole nother thing. But show up to work. Be efficient, you know? And what comes with being efficient is putting yourself first. When you got homework and your friends say, "Can we, yo, let's go and play and shit like that," what are you gonna do? Just gonna go and play with your friends, or lock in and go and say, "Nah, I gotta go and focus on my homework." A lot of this shit come with self love too, you know. Have some love come with sacrifice, you know. Put dedication and you'll see the reciprocation of that work into the success that comes with it. Um, but yeah, man, that's it for the video. My camera is dead, but fuck it. I'm gonna just hope this video good as is, and I'm gonna watch another video. All right, yo. I wish I could do a piece, man. My fucking camera. All right, I'm gonna see y'all.